Hello, how is everybody today? I hope everybody's doing well. We're doing much better here at 112th Street. I have a few things I wanted to share with you. As you guys know, I have 3 projects in the works. I have 2 sweaters and an Afghan that I'm working on. And then I have a pair of socks that I've been working on, but none of the socks have not been worked on at all because I just got too excited about the sweaters. So you guys know this is going to be the first time that I've ever knit a sweater. And the one that I chose was through a knitting class. And it was through Expression Fibers. She was giving away free patterns. I had linked in the one before. And this happened to be one of them. And this is the Creery. I hope you guys can see it. It's done with a bulky weight yarn. Now, being my first sweater, I also told you guys that I wouldn't be using the wool that she suggested, and I had picked up some cotton yarn, a bulky cotton. I've had pros and cons on both of them, both of my choices. First off, I'm having a blast making this. I'm having a hard time going back to the crochet one as soon as I get started on this one. I'm trying to do equal time on each one. And I'm still pretty close. I think I'm about an hour and a half ahead on the crochet sweater. Let me grab the label for the yarn. Sorry, I wasn't prepared. Give me just one second. Okay, sorry. So I ended up choosing a cotton yarn for it instead of a wool. And I think some of the things that I'm discovering is that it needed to be, with the type of sweater that it was, it probably needed the halo of the wool instead of the cotton that I chose. Again, this was an oatmeal, and it was Breathe Deep, super bulky, and coconut. Okay, let me show you what it looks like. At first, I wasn't real sure if I was going to like it, but now that it's growing, I'm really liking it. I've already got plans for where I'm going to be wearing it. It's going to be probably my camping. It's going to be more of a camping cold weather, sitting around at fires, because we camp with a bunch of friends. We have a group that we go with. So here it is. Let's see, this is the back. This is how far I've gotten. I finished the yoke, and I've separated for the arms, and here I am. So I was thinking with the weight of it, I think it's heavier than what it's supposed to be, but I don't mind it. My problem is, as you guys can see, every one of the increases is very visible. And I don't know if that's supposed to be what the pattern looks like, if it's some kind of a pattern, or if because of the yarn, my yarn choice, it just makes those increases stand out. You guys see them? Yeah, you can see them. So that is one thing that I don't like, and I think that's why I've decided to make it a more of a casual sweater, which doing it in cotton is going to make it a more casual sweater anyways. But I'm still liking it. I'm thinking, and it's moving along so fast. So this one I have 5 hours into it, and this is where I'm at. Being brand new, I'm thinking that's not bad. In a bulky, if I was just concentrating on this, it would have been done already, because I have the same hours in on my, almost the same hours in on my other sweater. So that's where I am, and we're only a week into January, and it was cast on New Year's Eve. So that was that one. Again, the more I look at it, I'm thinking, yeah, I don't think you would be able to see those if it had, any of the yarn had a halo on it. Might have been. Let me know if you know if that would help. If it was a wool yarn that had some kind of a halo, or if I'd have ran some other kind of yarn, 2 yarns together, if that would have made those increases disappear. Because like I said, I'm brand new to this, and I'm just not, I don't know about that. Okay, but I am liking the sweater. I'm going to continue. And I've already decided that I am going to do the ranunculus is going to be my next one. I just have to pick out what fiber I'm going to use. It's going to be fun. Okay, so there's that one. And just so you know, these yarns are 10 ounces at 303 yards, and I got 2 of them. Okay, so I haven't started this one yet. This one, I've knitted all of it and I still have this much left. So I've got plenty of yarn, and they were $12.99 each. And then I had 30% off it. I did finally make it during one of the sales. So I think that's very cost effective for a first sweater, not know if I was going to like it or not. So let me know what you think. Even just being cost effective at, in my lifestyle is going to be a lot of choices that I'll be making. So my other sweater that I did is my crochet sweater. And this was the Rocky Mountain Colourblock sweater. Okay. And I chose an authentic hand-dyed yarn. 3 different colors. So I'm just finishing up the yoke. I have 2 more rows on the yoke. And this has actually got 6 hours into it. So because it being such a finer, it's a #1 weight yarn. So this is where I am here. Now this yarn, when I picked it out, I had higher hopes for it. I'm not caring for the pooling at all. I don't know, what do you guys think of it? So I'm thinking that it probably would have knit up a lot different than the way it's crocheting up because of the height of my stitches maybe. So if I have any left, I think I'm going to knit it up and see how it works. But it'll let me know not to choose this type of yarn before. Again, this is the first time I've knit in any kind of a wool yarn. And in the size 1. I've never knit a 1. So this one is 100% superwash merino wool. But this is going to be, this is the top. A few more rows, and then I'm going to separate for the arms. This will be my next color. And I'm not seeing as much of the blue in it now that it's separated and spun up. This is what it looks like spun now compared to what it did before in the last few. I'll see if I can link a picture or put a picture in of what they looked like beforehand. So these are my colors now. And I know these are showing up kind of blue, but it's actually a really deep purple, which I did see the purple in there, but I wanted to try to pull away from the purple and get more of that blue. You see the blue in there? That's what I want to pull. So I'm hoping by using these colors, it'll pull more of the blue out. So that is the crochet. But yeah, see how it's all sporadic up here and then it gets into big chunks down here. Okay, so there's that one. I wish I'll continue on with that one as well. I do like it. It's definitely going to be different from what I'm used to wearing. I hope I reach for it and wear it as much as I want to be able to. Okay, so that was that one. And then you guys also know that I had been working on, I've shown it, I think 3 or 4 times. It's an Afghan that I'm making for my husband, and I thought for sure I would have it finished in December. But this seems to be an Afghan that never ends. It just goes on and on and on. But I am making progress on it. I did run out of yarn, so I had to go get yarn, which I showed you guys. I picked that up last week. Let's see. And I think the last time that you guys saw it, we were here. We were about right there. Okay, so you can see the eagles and then part of the wolf. So now I'm in the very last section. So the wolf is finished. He turned out fabulous. So there's 2 of them, 1 on each side. And I'm on the mountains now. And I think I'm about 1/3 of the way through. So it's going to come up and it's probably got another layer of this, and then these are directional arrows that are considered mountains. Let's see, do I have the, but this is so big. It's a queen size. I told you guys before, it's a queen size, Afghan. I'm hoping to have it finished in January. You see. Excuse me, let me grab it. Okay, this is the last section that I'm working on here. So as you can see, I showed you I'm right here at this bottom, and I'm just hitting the tips of these right now. And then that's my last section, so I am super excited about getting that far. That's a lot of progress for this style, and I've shown you this before. This is the pattern for interlock crochet, in case any of you have never done it. But each row is doubled and it's interlocked, which pushes the pattern forward to get the pictures, the pictogram that we're getting. And this is actually the pattern details. So as you can see, it's very detailed, and you're doing like 5 stitches forward, 3 stitches backwards, 5 stitches this way, back and forth, back and forth. So you have to really keep track and keep counting. So that's why it's taking so long. But I am super excited. It's turning out to be beautiful. I can't wait for it to be finished, and I can show you guys all of it in its whole. Something else that happened this week is my girlfriend came over, and her mother has downsized. So she keeps sending me yarn, which, you know, we're always going to take free yarn, right? So she brought me 3 bags. As you guys know, I've been trying to downsize all my acrylic stash. As you can see, it didn't work. I tried to do it at Christmas, but I barely put a dent in it. All of this yarn is from a few years of, I guess, just making gifts and then not putting my stuff away and not keeping track of it. So right now I have 3 bags that she brought, and it's all different kinds of yarn. So it seems to all be acrylic, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. I have multiple red heart, and it's old yarn, so it doesn't have any smell, and it's not necessarily rough. But I know you guys know this variegated yarn isn't the softest, so I gotta come up with an idea. I have a lot of this, and it's called, I guess, just blues. It's just camel blue in the red heart, size 4. And then I've got zebra. So these will be interesting. And I don't have any plans for them. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 of the blue, and 1 in this bag of the black, and then I have some red. I'm not exactly sure what kind of red this is. I may not use this because it's woven so tight and it looks a little dirty. This one's, actually that one's a fine, but I don't know if I'll be keeping those 2. So there was those. And then my next bag, it looks like maybe some baby yarn. Now, again, this is all, I recognize all the yarn, but it's very old labels. Coats and Clark. You guys remember those? These are definitely before I was knitting or crocheting. So, this is a size, what size is this? Looks much smaller than a 3. It's a 3-ply, 100% acrylic fiber. Machine wash, pastel green, but man, it is fine. It almost looks like a 1. See how small that is? I think baby yarn is more of a 3 these days. Yeah, I don't know if these, well, I can compare that another day. So anyways, I get 2 of those. Oh my gosh, some of these I don't even recognize this type of yarns that they are. That's material. I don't even know what that is. Anybody has any idea? There's only 1 of those, it looks like. So that's bag 2. Okay, and this is bag 3. This is Fruit of the Loom yarn. I don't think I've ever seen. It's in Chile. Fruit of the Loom. Has anybody ever seen this? It doesn't have any kind of smell. So I know it's old, but it doesn't. She's obviously kept it. It's 99 cents for the skein of yarn. You see that? Back in the day. That's funny. I've got 2 of those in the Chile. Another Coats and Clark. This one's definitely a 4. Worsted weight. 100% pure wool. So this one's wool. I've got 2 of those in the color Indian Summer. 99 cents. Okay, I like those. I don't know what she was going to do with all this variegated. Okay, some more blue. Another blue. 1 in purple. And 2 more zebras. And this one's 67% acrylic. And this one's polyester. This one's already been a bit used out of it. So that'll probably go into one of my scrap cans. And another zebra. Okay, that's the 3 bags that I ended up with. You guys have any ideas for these kind of yarns? I do not want to start another blanket. That's for sure. I'll have to think about that. Let me know if you have any ideas on all those different colors. And then the wool. Huh. Ooh, you know what? This might be my gloves. The mittens, or the fingerless gloves that I made for the guys. Remember I told you I wanted to do a pair of my own? I think I'll do it in this. This is kind of a nice color. It's a little bit more, it looks red here, but it's more of a burnt red. Yes, I think that'll work out great. So those are the ones that I've received. And that's kind of everything that I've got going on here at 112th Street. Again, I was thinking about what I wanted to do to get rid of some of this yarn. I'm kind of thinking of maybe making my own yarn cakes. You guys ever done that? Made your own yarn cakes where you just kind of pull off so much. And maybe, yeah. I think I might do that. Would you guys be interested in seeing that? If I took, let me grab this real quick. So I have the majority of my scraps are separated by lights, whites, this is in the wrong pile, and colors, you know, some of the lighter colors. But I'm thinking if I took these colors and turn them into my own yarn cakes, that would make them go further and make them go together a little easier. What do you think about that? Has anybody done that? These are some of the knitting machine yarns that came through that I never used. I think that'd be kind of fun. What do you think? If I took these 3 balls and just turned them into as many yarn cakes as I could, or, you know, took 2 of these, I mean, just anyway. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. I will put out a video. Actually, maybe I'll do a live and we'll make them together. Let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see me do that. Okay? So I kind of think that's about all that I've got right now. Like I said, my plans are to do 2 sweaters a quarter. So I've got January, February, and March for the sweaters, the 2 sweaters that I have on right now. And I have some other projects that are coming up that I need to work on. Some gifts that are coming up that I need to make. So I'm glad that I did it that way, because I'm going to have to set these aside for a little while. And I want to get that Afghan done, because like I said, it's the Afghan that never ends. And it needs to end this month. So, yeah, let me know if you're interested in seeing the gifts that I come up with. And if you're interested in the patterns, I'll be searching out. We got February coming up, the month of love. So we'll see if we can find some patterns for that. I do like to decorate and decorate our table. For the kids, I used to do it every year. This year it's probably just going to be myself and my husband, but that'll still be fun. So maybe a little more romantic than it would have been with the kids. So those are the things that I've got going on. and I'm glad you stopped in to see me. If you guys are looking for gift ideas, I'm going to link my Christmas videos here, at least one of them, because even though it's marked Christmas, the ideas in there and the patterns are year-round. You can do them anytime. So if you're looking for a birthday gift for this certain age group, the people that I knit and crocheted for this Christmas, the age went from 48 all the way down to my 1-year-old grandson. So if you're looking for gifts for that, you can check out any of those videos. And like I said, I'll link them at the end, so you can take a look at them and see. So yeah, that's about it. If you guys have any questions for me, put them down in the comments. If you have any ideas for me for all that variegated yarn that I just received, put it in the comments for me, because those are going to be interesting. All right. Happy stash busting to you. I hope that you're able to get through all your New Year's resolutions. I didn't make any this year. Thank goodness, because I got so much going on anyways. All right. You guys take care and have a great week.